Right now, it's basically the end of Season 3, so I wanted to do a final top 15 Set 3 card ranking. And keep in mind that Set 3 cards will actually still be usable in the upcoming Season 4. So all of these cards I go over will be cards that you guys are going to want to have in your lineup heading into Season 4 and before you pick up all of those Set 4 cards. And we're getting so close to 900 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys hit that subscribe button. Help me get up to that goal. But otherwise, let's go ahead and get into the top 15. We're going to go ahead and start it off with the 15th player and work our way down. So the 15th player is Juan Soto, and yeah, I mean, really solid card. He's got that essentially maxed out, hitting against righties. His hitting against lefties is iffy, it's fine, not great. Low speed as well is what hurts him, in my opinion. That 56 speed, not great. He's a pretty solid defender. He's got some quirks to work with here as well. So not a, I don't know, he's fine. Maxed out clutch, should have mentioned that before. That's super important to know. So he's a solid card, nothing spectacular from Soto, but he has solid cards just in general, pretty good swing. And then number 14, we have Cody Bellinger. And I honestly feel like now that I'm thinking about it even more, I feel like maybe I should have him a little bit higher, but maxed out contact, maxed out clutch, just that power is probably what's preventing him from being a little bit higher because he has great speed. He's got diamond defense. He's got a really good swing as well. So he actually has a first base secondary too. So that's super interesting, but I would probably play him, in the outfield. And then, yeah, just a really good card and, maxed out contact, maxed out clutch. What else can you say about it? Really good swing on him. So really like this Cody Bellinger card, and maybe I should have him a few spots higher. Let me know what you guys think. But we're going to go ahead and go to the 13th spot. And in the number 13 spot, we have Home Run Derby card, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And it's really just because of his hitting, right? This man's hitting, maxed out power, maxed out clutch, super low speed, and I guess if you parallel him up, his fielding's not going to be atrocious, right? It's not going to be great, but he's playing first base, so who cares? First base DH, amazing hitting stats. That's why he's in this 13 spot. I maybe should have Bellinger higher. I don't know. You could flip him or whatever. It's kind of your preference too, because Bellinger just has the speed and less power. Obviously, less power. But, I don't know, it's all a trade-off, right? So, really like this Vladimir Guerrero, though. Amazing hitting stats. You're just going to be able to match with him. In the number 12 spot, we have Austin Riley. Austin Riley just always has amazing cards, amazing swing for whatever reason, but his swings are always just fantastic. I love Austin Riley cards. And, he's got some quirks to work with here. He's got 7 quirks, and, just looking at his hitting stats, I mean, what's there not to like about this? At P5, he's going to have maxed out clutch, and he's going to also have maxed out contact against righties, and, he's basically going to be maxed out against lefties. So really good fielding as well. I think that might get overlooked, and also the speed might get overlooked. 77 speed just at P1, so you can get that up to 80 plus. So this is just a really good card. Would recommend, if you guys haven't used Austin Riley, to check him out. At number 11, we have our first pitcher of this ranking, and that is this new Dustin May card right here. And the one thing you got to know is this man's sinker is filthy. I'll show you guys in a second. He does have outlier in that sinker. And yeah, I mean, the sinker is just a problem. And then you mix that in with, four-seam fastball, cutter. He's got that change. He's got that slurve. Pretty good differentials on those speed pitches, on his pitch break. Also, yeah, with that outlier sinker, he's got 99 break on that thing. That thing, I mean, good luck hitting that. Sinkers are tough to hit just to begin with, and you add that outlier 99 break, it's a problem. Very good hit per 9. He's got solid pitching clutch. He's got a solid BB9 to work with right there. So really like that Dustin May card. Highly recommend him right there. But then we're going to go over to our number 10 spot, and this is going to be Corbin Carroll right here. And yeah, I mean, a really good card. At P5, he's going to have maxed out hitting against righties. He's going to be really solid against lefties right here. And then he's also going to have, at P5, he's going to have maxed out clutch. 99 speed, diamond defense. There's not really much to say. He doesn't have quirks, but does it really matter? Probably not, because this card is very good. Highly recommend Corbin Carroll. In the number 9 spot, we have another pitcher, and that is Paul Skeens right here. And, he's a little bit low on the stamina side, but hit per 9, pitching clutch are all very, very good. He's got solid control on his pitches for the most part right there. Especially with that fastball slider, maxed out break with that fastball slider as well. And then he also has, keep in mind, on that four-seam fastball, he does have outliers. So really, really good fastball. You mix that in with, the slider change, cutter slurve combo, and that cutter is going to be super good at 93, taking like 10 miles an hour off of that four-seamer, and then you mix in that slider and changeup, and you just got to have a really, really good card here. I like this starting pitcher a lot. Like I said, very good hit per 9, very good pitching clutch, with the ability to get both of those up, to 115 plus. So really good card to work with right there as far as pitching goes. But then we move on to number 8. And I don't know, this might be controversial, I don't really know, but I didn't know where to put him because I haven't used him, and I actually haven't heard great things about this card, Jacob deGrom, somehow, because you look at this card, and it's like, okay, it's ridiculous, right? But I haven't heard great things about him, so I didn't know where to put him, kind of just landed in at number 8, and yeah, you just look at this card, like I said, outstanding. He's got outlier on that fastball right there, amazing, hit per 9, BB9, pitching clutch is maxed, control is unreal right there, the break is unreal, so yeah, the card's really, really good. It's just more so I haven't used him, and I haven't heard, the reviews on him haven't been great, I should say. So yeah, didn't really know where to put him, kind of just landed at number 8. Let me know if you guys disagree or agree with this though. At number 7, I have Rafael Devers, and like I said before about Austin Riley, him just having good, always having good cards, good swing. This is the same with Devers, always has just unbelievable cards, and he's got some quirks right here, but if you look at his positions, he actually can play third, first, and second, so they added that second base, secondary, which is really nice, and then you just look at this card, essentially maxed out against righties, very good, basically maxed out contact against lefties too. As a lefty, that's super helpful. 125 maxed out clutch, a little bit lower on the speed, but can get that above 60, so that's doable. That's fine, whatever. And then he's got diamond defense. His arm is really good over at third base right there. Good enough fielding, so really, really good card. And like I said, I always just think Dever cards play better than what the attributes actually say, and they're not too bad to begin with here, so really recommend Devers. My number 6 is Ketel Marte, and if you just look at the attributes, you might not think number 6 in this ranking, but he's just unbelievable. I don't know how else to say it, because I've just been absolutely raking with him. I've been playing with him a good amount, and yeah, switch hitter, really good contact, maxed out clutch, really good speed. Again, one of those cards that you might not think of as, a speedster or whatever, but he's got 80 plus speed once you parallel him up. Really solid defense, can play at 5 different positions, and his power's good enough, I think. It's not outstanding, but I think it is just good enough to work with. And yeah, again, I've played with him a ton, and I really, really like Marte. Highly recommend, if you guys haven't used him, to try him out. At number 5, though, we have Adley Rutschman, and I don't know. I thought I was going to have him higher, actually, going into this, but, switch hitting catcher, probably the best catcher still in the game, maxed out defense there, and then, yeah, maxed out clutch. He's got quirks on him. He's pretty much got maxed out contact. It's a really good power to go with that, just that parallel 1. He's got 63 speed. Ability to get that up to 68 for a catcher, that's really not bad at all. That's really solid. So, yeah. Have him in the number 5 spot. Thought I was going to have him higher, but let me know if you guys have him higher in your rankings. My number 4 is Ronald Acuna, and again, you could argue that Adley maybe is more valuable because he's a catcher, and there's so many good outfielders that Ronald Acuna is maybe not necessary. Adley might be more valuable. That's totally valid, but I have Acuna here. Maxed out contact, maxed out clutch, maxed out arm. He's got diamond defense, 90 speed, really good power. He's got quirks. He's got high vision even. So this card there's no weakness to it. So it was just really hard keeping this guy, putting Adley above him. And I actually was debating whether to put Acuna in the number 3 spot, which you guys will see who I have there. But Acuna in the number 4 spot. And in my number 3 spot, this might be a little bit biased, is J-Ram right here, just because I always love J-Ram cards. His swing is always just incredible. So I had to put him in the number 3 spot. Again, though, I was debating whether I wanted him or Acuna in that number 3 spot. But switch hitter, can play 4 positions, amazing against righties, really good against lefties, although that contact is a little bit low. Same with the clutch is 110. You still can get that up to 115, so really nothing to sweat about. And then, yeah, fielding is at diamond right there, 84 speed. Can get that up to 89. So again, just no real weakness in this card. High vision too, if you care about vision. So yeah, again, no weakness in this card, which makes sense. We're now in the top 5. So really like this JRM card. Again, one of the better swings in the game. At number 2, we have one of the just craziest, glitchiest, whatever you want to call him, starting pitchers in the game, and that's John Donaldson right here. I mean, this dude's a freak. He's got, just looking at these attributes right here, he's got good stamina. He's got hit per 9 at 110, 115 pitching clutch, a solid BB9. So really good, if you just look at that. But then you get into the quirks over here, and you see that the man has outlier on his slider and four-seam fastball. So he's going to be hitting 101, 102 with that fastball, and then he's going to be hitting 95, 96 with the slider. It's just a disgusting combination. And to go along with that, you also have that 94 sinker. He's got that forkball, he's got that slurve. So, good secondary pitches along with that. Just that four-seam fastball slider, outlier combination is amazing to begin with. And then you got those other pitches. And he's just an unreal card. You have to have him on your team if you don't already. The good thing is everyone got him through the XP path, so you probably do have him. But then moving on to our number 1 player, and it's no real surprise. Elly De La Cruz. The man is an animal. Switch hitter, maxed out against righties. Very good against lefties. Actually doesn't have any quirks, which is interesting. But yeah, maxed out clutch, maxed out speed, and essentially maxed out fielding as well. So again, no weakness in this card. I guess you could nitpick the 91 vision. I do think 91 vision is good enough though. But yeah, unreal card, switch hitter, can play, short, second, third, and, he's going for 650,000 stubs. So that's pretty much all you need to know. But yeah, otherwise, that is my top 15 set 3 cards heading into Season 4. You guys are definitely going to want most of these guys on your God Squad as you head on into the new season. But let me know if you guys agree, disagree with my ranking. But that's it for the video. I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end of this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.